Yo, what's going on, guys? And we are hearing that Paul George could be pursued by the Philadelphia 76ers if he does not extend with the Los Angeles Clippers. I've said it before. We've heard that the Pacers, maybe even the Orlando Magic or the Spurs, these young teams that have Pascal Siakam, Tyrese Haliburton, put in Paul George. Franz Wagner, Paulo Banchero, put in Paul George. Another team, Sixers, Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, Paul George. All right. Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, Victor Wembanyama, Paul George. That one's kind of depressing. But the Thunder, it's just, there's things that are there. I don't think you would go to the Thunder, but I am not surprised if we hear a guy like Paul George ends up, if he's not extended, being pursued by one of these bustling young teams or a team like the Sixers. And today we're going to preface and talk about the Sixers. I'd like to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you think of the idea of Mr. Paul George ending up in Philadelphia if he were to not be extended? Now, it is, that's all, again, this is up in the air. This is all figuratively. This is coming from Chris Haynes of Bleacher Report. What we're specifically hearing is that the Philadelphia 76ers plan on aggressively pursuing Paul George in free agency if he does not sign an extension before the start of free agency with the Los Angeles Clippers, reports Chris Haynes. Now, this is something that I would say is a bit interesting, as Paul George is a guy who kind of is one of the most seamless fitting guys in the NBA in terms of how easy he would be of a fit for any team that would want him. And to me, I think when you look at a guy like him, he would definitely benefit from playing alongside guys like Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey. Now, we know that the Sixers are a team that are looking to compete. This might be a gap year due to the injury to Joel Embiid, but I don't think that should stop them from being a team that will try to bridge the gap next year if they aren't able to do it this year, to being actual true full-on contenders. Now, the Clippers and Paul George have had discussions and are widely expected to reach a deal eventually. Now, Paul George is averaging 22.5 points, 5.5 rebounds, 3.6 assists in about 34 minutes a night over 47 games so far this season. Now, Paul George signed a 4-year, $176 million deal with the Clippers in 2020 and has a player option for this offseason. He is an LA native who went to Fresno State, so he does have that hometown desire more than likely. Now, the Sixers made several moves that maintain their cap space for this coming offseason in 2024. Now, the leverage that gives Paul George in negotiations with the Clippers is that the Sixers could write out and sign him, and Ramona Shelburne says that Philadelphia is his leverage for getting a deal done with the Clippers. Maybe he just goes over there and the Clippers might be like, let's just do a sign and trade. And I think definitely that is something that could happen. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section. What do you expect to happen with Paul George?